Each year, serious writers from all over the world flock to Iowa City for the Iowa Writers Workshop. Now, personally, when I need a good storyline, I bypass that whole literary merry-go-round and head to, where else? Story City, Iowa. This town of about 3,000 people, located 15 miles north of Ames along Interstate 35, has a complicated historical plot line with a twist. Apparently, Story City was originally called Fairview, but when the city was incorporated in 1881, it was discovered that there already was a Fairview, Iowa, so the town was renamed Story City in honor of the youngest person ever appointed to the United States Supreme Court. Never mind that Justice Joseph Story was from Massachusetts and never set foot here. In fact, he died a year before Iowa became a state. Which was good, because it was rumored that if you were ever convicted of a crime in Justice Story's court, he threw the book at you. But that's not our story. How's this for a story? I'm standing outside of the Story Theater and Grand Opera House, the longest running theater in Iowa. Built in 1913, it's hosted everything from vaudeville to weekend movies. But that's not our big story either. Let's head over to South Park, where a story don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Normally, bridges are somewhat stationary, but to sway public interest, this bridge is suspended by cables across the Skunk River, and in a good wind, it actually swings. So it's called the Swinging Bridge of Story City. Now, that's a good story, but not good enough for side roads. What our story needs is a great cast of characters, such as chickens and dogs, and maybe a horse of a different color, or 20 of them. Now, this is the big story of Story City, Iowa's only fully functional antique carousel. Built in 1913, the same year as the Story Theater, it was operated as a traveling carnival ride by P.T. Gifford of Grundy Center, Iowa. In 1938, Story City wanted the ride for its 4th of July celebration, but P.T. had already contracted to lease the ride to Eldora. Well, folks around here wouldn't stand still for that, so they bought the whirling menagerie for $1,200. At 10 cents a ride, the carousel's multicolored critters were soon in the black. But after 30 years of use, they were worn out, so they were taken down for restoration. Each hand-carved figure was painstakingly stripped of old paint and refurbished. Then, on July 4th, 1982, the city landmark spun back to life. So if writer's block has you running in circles, you can contact a literary therapist at the Iowa Writers Workshop, or you can get serious about your craft and take this side road directly to the story itself in Story City, Iowa. That's my story anyhow, and I'm sticking to it.